And when you see that happen, that is when you see things will jump. Leveraged long margin traders are playing with fire, and given that Bitcoin is now battling at $17,000, they might get burned sooner rather than later. You know why? After the November report on American producer prices revealed a 7.4 increase versus 2021, the Bitcoin price had a conflicting response on December 9th. The information revealed that wholesale prices were still rising and that inflation might linger longer than what investors had initially thought. Now, investors are still paying attention to oil prices, with WTI crude hitting a new yearly low on December 8th at $71.10. The United States Dollar Index, the DXY, gauges the strength of the dollar against a selection of the most popular foreign currencies, maintained the 104.50 level, although on December 4th, it traded at a 5-month low of 104.10. Now, this shows a lack of faith in the U.S. Federal Reserve's capacity to control inflation without significantly worsening the economy. So what's going on with Bitcoin? Stay tuned for the news. Thanks for tuning in to Money Talk Sundays. I'm your host, Stevie B. This is another Money Talk Sundays episode. We're talking Bitcoin. Before we go any further, just hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You're watching on YouTube, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can receive notifications of the next time we drop videos. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button. I'll wait. Also, hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. I like to see the subscriber numbers going up. We're building this channel. Thank you. And on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Regulator ambiguity might have been a major factor in restricting Bitcoin's potential rise. New guidelines that could require publicly traded corporations to disclose their exposure to crypto assets were released by the SEC on December 8th. Now, the recent crisis in the crypto asset market, i.e. FTX, the other crypto firms going bankrupt, yada yada, has created a widespread disruption, according to the SEC's Division of Corporation Finance, and U.S. corporations may be required to make disclosures under federal securities laws if these events potentially have an impact on their operations. Now, to better appreciate how professional traders are positioned in the present market environment, let's consider the derivatives measure. Due to the ability for investors to borrow Bitcoin to leverage their positions, margin markets reveal how experienced traders are positioned. For instance, borrowing stablecoins to buy Bitcoin can raise exposure. Borrowers of Bitcoin, on the other hand, can only short the cryptocurrency because they are betting on it falling in value. Now, the balance between margin longs and shorts isn't necessarily equal, unlike with futures contracts. According to the aforementioned chart, OKX traders' margin lending ratio grew between December 4th and December 9th, indicating that even after numerous unsuccessful efforts to break over that $17,300 mark of resistance, professional traders raised the leverage on their long positions. Now, this indicator is currently at a 35, favoring stablecoin borrowing by a significant margin and showing that shorts are hesitant to create bearish leveraged positions. Now, in order to determine whether Bitcoin will eventually give in to the unfavorable news flow, traders need to study the options markets. Now, when arbitrage desks and market makers overcharge for upside or downside protection, the 25% delta skew is a telltale sign. When fear is prominent, because fear has a way of skewing the market, the indicator will turn positive because the premium for protective put options is larger than the premium for risky call options. It compares similar call and put options. Therefore, if traders anticipate a decline in the price of Bitcoin, the skew indicator will rise above 10%. Generalized excitement, however, exhibits a negative 10% skew. Now, the 25% delta skew improved between December 4th and December 9th, as shown, indicating that options traders were less risk averse about unexpected price drops. However, because market makers are less involved in providing downside protection at the current 15%, the delta skew indicates that investors are still a bit apprehensive. Now, on the other hand, it appears positive that open interest did not rise as Bitcoin touched the intraday bottom on December 9th. However, excessive margin usage suggests that purchasers may be compelled to cut positions amid unexpected downside moves. Now, leverage margin longs are at greater risk as time passes before Bitcoin can reclaim the $18,000 mark. It is still crucial for traditional markets to establish the trend. Therefore, a potential retest of 16,000 cannot be ruled out. So what does that mean for Bitcoin? Bitcoin is in a period of consolidating. It's in a period of consolidation. You have the fear, the scary people being weeded out. You have the long holders. They're buying up more positions. So it's consolidating. It is consolidating as the fear of the crypto market begins to wane, go down. Then you will see the price of Bitcoin start to surge back up. As faith and confidence is instilled back in the crypto industry, you will see the surge in crypto prices, i.e. Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, and so on. You will see those prices start to come back up. Until that time comes, while there is still a whole lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty in the crypto market, especially after FTX and SBF doing what they did, especially with the crypto firms going bankrupt after the FTX going under, you will see that the market is very fearful, it is very hesitant, they're very apprehensive about crypto. As things begin to stabilize, as maybe even with the SEC start to put in some standardization amongst crypto for people to work with, then you'll see more confidence come back into the crypto space. You'll see more investors come back into the crypto space. You'll find more faith in the crypto space. And when you see that happen, that is when you see things will jump. So when do we think that will happen? Well, one of the first indicators that we need to have is for the SEC to go ahead and make their final decision. Man, we need a final decision on the trial between the SEC and Ripple. We need that to come out. It's been over 2 years now. We're still waiting on some direction, some guidance. Put it out now. Let's go. We're tired of waiting and playing around in this gray area. That is the number one key factor that we need to come out right now in regards to crypto. We need to find out what the ruling is going to be. Based upon that ruling, we can determine what the next steps will be for the crypto industry. So first and foremost, let's pay attention to the SEC versus Ripple. We need to know what's going on there. We already know that there's a lot of institutions that have adopted Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of banking, financial institutions that have adopted the Ripple network. We know these things to be fact. We know that already. But what we need now is regulatory guidance. Again, regulatory guidance as far as how the crypto industry is going to operate, how it's going to operate in this space, and how we as retail investors are going to be able to maneuver within this space. Until then, we will remain in a very bearish market in regards to crypto. It will remain a crypto winter. Maybe we may see a crypto spring by this time next year. Hopefully, we can get a response from the SEC versus Ripple trial by first quarter of next year. Hopefully. Until then, we have to wait and see, play the waiting game. I'm your boy, Stevie B. Thank you for tuning in. This is all I have for Bitcoin for today. Make sure you watch our next video. It is the stock market in review for last week. We are going to go over the different things that occurred in the market over the past week. And I may still do a separate one as far as labeling the top 5 winners and losers of the market. I know you're used to seeing that. I'm trying to evolve what we bring to this channel. Until then, I'm your boy Stevie B. Thank you for tuning in to Money Talk Sundays. Again, I want you to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Happy trading.